Kakadosh Boker Tov, Shavua Tov, Shutar Mansur Shlita. We're continuing with Ilchot Netilat Yadayim and Siman Dalet. We're going to be now doing Sif Yodalet. Shulchan Aruch brings down Ishkim Kodem Amud AshaHar. If a person wakes up before Amud AshaHar, Venatal Yadav and he does Netilat Yadayim, Yesh Listapek in Tzrich Litol Yadav Pam Acheret Kesheor Hayom. Right? There's going to be a safek. Does he have to do again Netilat Yadayim when it becomes daytime? La'avira ruach ra'ah shorei al yadayim, right? That's going to get rid of the ruach ra'ah which is on the hands, and therefore says the Ramah, v'italem belo beracha. Meaning Maran just says we have a safek. The Ramah is the one that comes and says, fine, you have a safek, do netilat yadayim, but you do it without a beracha. Now, what exactly is going on here? The safek is because some people want to say that by Amud AshaHar, again the ruach ra'ah comes back on the hands, which means that all of a sudden it's like the Amud AshaHar again, it comes back. So therefore here, right, the Kaf HaChaim actually brings down the name of the Rizal HaKadosh, that the Ruach Ra does not come back again, and therefore he says that he says that even if you're going to do like the Ramah, to do Netilat Yadayim again with the Beracha, B'shatadachak, you could be Somech on the Mekilim, which means that you don't have to do it again. Now, why is this going to be? First of all, what's going on? What's the doubt? And then we're going to find out how does this apply to us. So first of all, when we're talking about what is this going on, he says that in the Mishnah Brava, filu im chazar v'yashan pam shenit, kodem Amud AshaHar. Meaning, even if you're going to sleep again right before Amud AshaHar, so let's say you woke up, you did Netilat Yadayim, you do Tikkun Chatzot, and then again you're going to go to sleep. And we're talking about, right, that for sure there's going to be a Ruach Ra coming back on your hands, because you went to sleep again, and it's a keva, it's a shenat keva. Mikomakom eno yachol levarech al netilat yadayim, vafilu hashena hayta shenat keva. Says the Mishnah Brura, you cannot make another bracha anymore, because you already did it the first time around. Because we're going to be choshesh shitat Rashba, that the reasoning of the netilat yadayim was because of bria chadasha, and that only happens once, it doesn't happen twice. So it can be now, if you're going to tell me it's because of the Rosh or because of the reasoning for the Tefillah, we're for sure not going to come and make a bracha for doing the Netilat Yadayim for Tefillah. Because if not, Mincha Arvit, right, that we also do Netilat Yadayim to prepare ourselves for it. You don't do a bracha. Why don't you do bracha? If the reasoning is because of the Rosh, that it's only going to be because of Tefillah, so also by Mincha Arvit you should do it. Right, the reason why I say Mincha Arvit is really because it's brought down by Mincha. But that's because you do usually Mincha and Arvit right afterwards. But let's say you would do Arvit much later on, so then that would be a different halacha. So here he comes and he says, so we have a doubt. So because of this doubt, he says you do the Netilat Yadayim but without a beracha. Now why is this so nogea? Here the Lachabra brings down, so now we find out what happens to do with us every single Elul. Every single Elul we wake up in a Shmorat HaBoker, which means we wake up very early and we do Selichot. And now you're right, it wasn't the case that we spoke about, because the case that the case that the Mishnah brought down is that even if you fell back asleep again, which means you fell back asleep again, according to everybody, you do need to do Anu Netilat Yadayim, but you don't do it with a beracha. Here though, you didn't go back to sleep. You woke up at 5 in the morning, right, or 4:30, whatever, you come to the Bet HaKnesset, we start the Selichot at 5:30, and now we're continuing. You didn't go to sleep, there was nothing. You already did Netilat Yadayim when you woke up. And you made the beracha when you woke up, right? Because you're going to do the beracha already from Chatzot onwards, you make the beracha. So therefore, what happens now? So he comes and he says, even though they did Netilat Yadayim kadad v'chadin before Selichot, they have to do again Netilat Yadayim without a beracha before Tefilat Shachrit. Why? To be suspecting to the other opinions, which is again, as we already mentioned, whether it's going to be the Rosh and other opinions. Here, the Malbim, he comes and he says, En ha'olam nizarim bazeh. A lot of people, you'll come and you realize they're not that careful in this. And the reason why is because they're somech on the mekubalim that we already brought down beforehand, that they just don't do it. Again, the Kaf HaChaim does say that you could be somech on the mekubalim b'shatadachak, so if a person cannot, right, he doesn't have water or he's not able to do it, so he does have what to rely on if he's not going to do Netilat Yadayim again. But again, the lechatechila is that when a person comes and they wake up early in the morning, right, again, if they're going to wake up, they do the Netilat Yadayim, they do the bracha. If they're going to go back to sleep, so then again, for sure, they would have to do another Netilat Yadayim, but without a bracha. If they're not going back to sleep, when it comes after Amud AshaHar, again, they do Netilat Yadayim without a bracha. And that's again according to the halacha of what we just mentioned. If they don't or they cannot for whatever reason it is, they do have what to rely on al pi mekubalim, that they just won't do the netilat yadayim whatsoever, to be somech on the mekubalim, that the ruach ra does not come back a second time, and therefore once they've done it once, they don't have to do it again.